All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Started off the week with a nice winner. I'm going to run through it really quick before we get into it, guys. Alpha Futures, code LukeX for the best discount available right now. You'll still get 10%. And we have a ton of red folders this week. We have NFP, CPI, just a ton of red folders. So if you guys are looking for an account, use that code for the best discount available. And if you guys want to join the Discord, link in the pinned comment as well. So go check all that out. And let's get right into this. We took this small winner to start the week, 2.27R. I have the executions in the Discord. I'm going to run through it pretty quick. Really simple trade. It's only 10 o'clock and I'm already done. Well, I've been done for like 15 minutes already, which is pretty crazy. I love these early days. Now, starting off this week, on this Monday, it's a no news Monday. And this week we have all red folders. Like I mentioned, we have CPI, we have NFP, we have unemployment claims, we have all that stuff. So my idea on the Monday when we have a heavy news week is just kind of get in and out. Sometimes I just trade eval, sometimes I just scrape winning days, but today I was just like, I want to just get a nice green winning day, start the week. I'm not going to be greedy. Obviously we have targets higher that I could have held to, but I'm fine with just taking an in and out win. So coming into the day, I didn't really have a strict bias, but I was leaning more bullish, and I'll explain why. Obviously, we had a huge recovery on the daily chart on Friday. And then if you looked at the daily, price was reacting off of this daily bearish for value gap, and we did sweep the previous day high. But regardless of that, on the 4 hour, we were respecting out of this 4 hour bullish gap. We had a huge sell off and we started to show some recovery. So going down to the 1 hour and we look at our draws and liquidity, for sell side, we just had this low, like this low and this low. And then for buy side, we had this hourly high, we had London, we had Asia, like we have tons of draws and liquidity higher. So basically I was saying that coming into market open, I was anticipating manipulation lower, which is what we ended up getting. And my ideas after we took this manipulation, after we took these lows, was if we want to displace and get a continuation, then I'll look to seek out the next draw all the way down here, which was, I didn't like think that was going to happen. But if we want to show recovery, then I was going to be looking for longs, at least up to take out all of this low resistance buy side liquidity right here. So market opens up and it just dumps down. I really wanted to just short if we got a displacing candle. I was going to try to short down to these lows here, but obviously it just took it out in one candle. So nothing you could do there. I think we had an SMT off of market open. So from there, price comes down and starts to show some recovery. I believe we had a bullish SMT. Let me double check. Or no, maybe we didn't. Yeah, off of these lows. So ES failed to take these lows out. NQ took those lows out. So we had a bullish SMT kind of forming. So then I seen this 1 minute gap open up and I was like, okay, if we can inverse this 1 minute gap right here, then I want to be obviously looking for longs to take out this buy side, potentially up to these hourly highs, to London, Asia, whatever. But if we continue to reject it, we displace lower, then I want to be looking for continuation shorts. So at this point, ES like heavily started to recover a lot faster than NQ. You see we had this huge strong bullish close at 932. And if you look at NQ, on this 932 candle, we were still kind of in this gap and rejecting. So I wanted to wait for clear confirmation that we were going to inverse this gap so I could long. So this candle right here starts printing at 933, and I actually thought it inversed. So at the time the body was closed, and at the last second it came back in. So actually first entry was here, and then as soon as I seen that it didn't inverse, I cut it right away. So I actually lost about like 4 points or 5 points on that trade. I tried to cut it immediately at break even. You'll see it in the executions. My entry was 47. I think I got out at 42 or 43. But anyway, I was like, okay, I want to wait for the pure like inversion or another displacement candle. I thought it inversed, but again, I just kind of got in early, not paying attention. Then we got this candle right here at 935. We got a nice bullish close. We inversed the gap, and we inversed the gap. We just got a nice bullish close. And if you look at ES at that same time, 935, ES also rejected, put in a nice wick, and I'm like, okay, there's a high probability we're going to continue higher at this point. Like there's just a high probability, and we have relative equal highs for ES to target. Like I'm just assuming price is going to continue up at this point. So we end up getting this close. I take the entry. I run my stops below this wick down here. This was my break-even point right here because we had relative equal highs. So I'm like, okay, if we can take out these relative equal highs, I have to go break even here, and we'll see what happens from there. So we get a strong close right here at 937. I go break even at this point, and my thought process is, here, let me put the thing back so you can see what I'm talking about. I go break even at this point. Because you have to look at this point. If price wants to reverse from here, it's probably going to come down and stop you out. So you might as well just mitigate and go break even. And if it's going to flush in your direction, it's just going to flush. And if it isn't, it's going to probably stop you out. So I go break even at this point, takes out those relative equal highs. And basically, I wanted to hold up to this hourly high, But as soon as I seen ES take those highs out around that time was when I got out. My exit was around 124. I believe we also had a 3 minute gap right there. I was like, okay, well, maybe we just want to show rejection off this gap or something. So I just got out there. And yeah, secured 77 points, 76 points. Again, my final TP was probably just going to be these highs right here. So I cut the trade short like a little bit, but like I don't really care. I TP'd when ES took the highs, so I'm fine with that. But anyway, nice small win to catch on a Monday. Again, we're probably going to deliver higher, but I'm not here to catch the whole move. I'm just trying to catch, my piece of the move, right? So I run through it again. Market opens up, manipulates down, takes out those lows. ES fails to take out those lows. As you can see, NQ takes them out, so we have an SMT. We get a 1 minute inversion right here at 935, stops below the low, break even at these relative equal highs right here, and then I TP when ES basically takes the highs, and that was it. Again, I would have held to here. I would have held higher, but again, it's just a Monday. I'm just trying to get in and out, and I'm happy with this one. So that's it for me, guys. Again, all the links in the pinned comment description. Go check everything out, and that's it for me. I'll be back at it tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys then. Peace.